Good night, fellow punters. The clock on the wall says 9:37 on Thursday night. Back with a 3 for tomorrow. Two favourites and a third favourite. It's hard enough to get anything tomorrow, and I didn't know what was going to be on. Bangor was called off. I thought I had one picked for the 3 miles 5, but it's called off today. I seen there this evening, and Kimpton there's an inspection, so I'm not sure about that. Hard enough Cardo as well. I've won at Fundalk, Meydan and Wolverhampton. 2 on the go. We had first one today was what? Lifetime Legend. A lot of money for it overnight. I thought it would have run better than it did. It was up at the pace a lot of the way, but tired, finished either 5th or 6th. The one that fell last week, there was 2 actually that fell last week when they should have won. Or if they jumped the second last and last, one of them was a heap of money for today. One is well handicapped. We had Dayman. Race wasn't run to suit him or the favourite. The favourite, I think, was last, and he was second last. He was head up in there. They went to Dundalk at the start, and then he couldn't get around. I'm not sure. I'd say a fast run 7 might be better than a slow run mile for that horse, but I'll leave him be. I thought maybe today was going to be his day. And Night on Earth broke well, but didn't seem to be in the same form as the last day. But as fast as he went, it was setting it up for a horse that had won over 6. Couldn't get to him the last day. 4 pounds better off this time, and he got his back on us today. And I didn't do the forecast. I was saying it was between the two of them. The only horse that would beat him probably was that one. I didn't do the forecast. It was sort of sticking out. I don't know how it paid either. I didn't look. But anyway, Lingfield can be like that. It can be hot and cold. It could be the best horse several times and you mightn't get the luck in running. Anyway, on to tomorrow. Oh, before I forget it, I'll come back again. A few newcomers on the bus. Jordan Kennelly, Paul White, he's in Manchester, Tony Watson and David McMahon, you're all welcome. For newcomers, I give €100 every month to a charity. I gave 2 the last month, one in Birmingham and one in Galway, where my brother was in hospital, and I gave 50 to both Injured Jockeys Fund last for January. The Irish Jockeys Fund and the English Jockeys Fund, the UK, it's the proper name for it. This month I'm going to give the 100 and I'm going to do it. I was trying to do it there, but I wanted to double check to the Keegan Kirby, the jockey that died last Friday or Saturday for the Paul Nichols yard. Just Giving have set up a fundraiser. They were looking for 5,000 for, but it's gone up to 47,000 already. The owner of Affadil, I seen, donated the 3,500 money, fair play to him, to the fund. So they're still looking for funeral costs and costs to put up some sort of a memorial to him. So that's where the 100 is going this month. And how that's got is through the channel. And if you like the videos, and if you, more importantly, is if you listen to the ads. I know it's a pain in the hole when it comes up, skip ads, but listen to an odd one and it generates a few quid. Each ad only generates a few cents, but it all multiplies at the end of the month. So if I can be more generous if the more money that's given in to the channel. Oh yeah, that's the housekeeping out of order, out of the way. The 132 in Wolverhampton. 5-horse race. It looks to be between Artesian Dancer. We backed that a couple of times when it was 3rd and 2nd, and then when we didn't back it, it won. But it's coming back again to meet Aqwaam, and it's £7 worse off than when the last time they met. We were on the winner here, Palace Boy, that day, and Artesian Dancer finishes 2nd, carrying 8 stone 10, and Aqwaam was carrying 10 stone, which was 14 and 4, £18. But we'll see that Aqwaam is coming from behind in the yellow cap, and the other one coming on the right hand side. The two of them get into bother, but I think Aqwaam with a clear run might turn the tables with £7 better off this race.
The inside, it's Haaland. Right behind in 3rd is Animato. There's not a lot coming out of the pack. Staying on in 4th is a Legacy Power. Behind Legacy Power in the blue and yellow, Palace Boy is beginning to stay on from a long way back. Here he comes with a yellow cap. And Palace Boy, who was last early on, is now first. Palace Boy, George Rook, comes through to take it up. And Palace Boy, what a performance. Last to first and wins. In 2nd place, just passing the line now, in 2nd was Artisan Dancer. And in 3rd, Molly.
Artisan or Artesian, I don't know. Tomato. But what did I say was between them that did? 10, 8, 4, £18. And there's £11 tomorrow. And Billy Loughnane for Ian Williams. Artisan Dancer or Artesian Dancer, it's improving as well. It's I wouldn't be shocked in the world if he did hold on to it. But I was looking there earlier, 7-4, 2-1. The two of them were 2-1 earlier with 365. Similarly, in a race in Meydan tomorrow, there's 2 horses that met the last day. And they're out again tomorrow. If you look at the ratings of the 2 horses, this is for 3-year-olds only on the turf over 6 furlongs. Starlust is rated 108 and Great Truth is rated 97. So if this was a handicap, he's only giving him £2, we say, tomorrow. And if this was a handicap, he'd be giving him £11. So realistically, he's £9 well in on the ratings. I'll show you the video when they met before a month ago. But Starlust, he ran in the Breeders' Cup actually. He was behind Blue Evs, finished 3rd. Frankie Dettori was riding him that day. He top of the ground suits. He is back for him there with Zulu Chief and 7 Questions. It seems to be improving, but he'd want to be improving. And we'll see the race the last day. The 2 of them, Starlust is on the outside, but Great Truth is with the blue cap. Gets into a small bit of bother. That's Starlust here, and this is Great Truth.
7 Questions. He goes to the front now, leading the way here from Starlust on the near side. Mike Conian starts to present here alongside Zulu Chief, working through late in the piece here. Star of Mystery, 7 Questions. Starlust on the nearest part of the track. Star of Mystery. Star of Mystery goes up to a lead of a half length here. Starlust battles on with 7 Questions, but Star of Mystery, that was a very nice win. 3 parts on Star.
He pulled away a bit from him there, and they were upsides with at the furlong pole. The winner had come out and won since, bet that Pontus to frank the form of the race. Now, Appleby and Buick, their horses out there, similar to the one we backed last week, improve a sight on their second run, and he has a tongue tie on for the first time. I have to go with the ratings. I have to go with, that's the way I study things and do things. But I wouldn't be absolutely shocked if Great Truth actually beat me tomorrow. With the green bookie there, both of them are 5-4. I think Great Truth was 15-8 earlier on. But depends on the run of the race. Buick is good on the turf over there. So it looks to be a 2-horse race in 2 of the races. I could be on the wrong one. Safety net, if you want to do a reverse forecast, at least you would lose money and pick one. Pick the one then to win it. We go on to Fundalk, 5 o'clock. Interesting 2-mile race here. We have Long Claw, who has, he's the Fav, 7-year-old. This has won and win at the distance before. Won at 12 furlongs. Second by a short head to Magellan Straight. Yeah, that was a decent run. Tyson Fury. This is a lot of black back class. It actually ran in Royal Ascot last year. He's rated 99 now. When he was with Richard Spencer, he ran behind Mustadaf and Bay Bridge and good horses. Alaze. Won first time out, 1.5 miles maiden behind Postilio. Moved to Dennis Hogan. Was second to Kalyak, first time out. We can see that race. Long Claw was behind. So he had a very good run the last day. But it was back in trip. But he hasn't ran. He has ran 1.6 before, but that was on heavy ground behind St. William. They're trying to see will he stay at the 2 miles. The interesting one for me is next week. Trained by Andy Slattery. This won a bumper in Killarney, August 2022. It beat a horse called Polo Lounge, who was odds on that day, and the horse was 33-1, so they weren't expecting much. And it hasn't ran then. It didn't run at all up to November 23, and they brought it on the Goo to Dundalk. Ran over 10.5 furlongs. It wouldn't be fair enough. Beaten 13 lengths, 12 lengths or 12 furlong maiden then. Morning Logic. Well bet, but at 22-1 the last day, I thought there was a lot to like about the run. There's a horse there, Impero, right? And he'd be £7 better off for him. But that's him on the left here.
Through in the centre to lead. Impero,
that's Impero.
Playing to the left next week with the white face.
He wasn't too busy on him.
Gran Caballo just behind him over towards the inner. Heading to the furlong pole. Coming through Impero
on the very left
side,
now.
Moab, the extreme far side, Gran Caballo. Staying on the near side is next week inside the final furlong. Gran Caballo, far side of Impero. They fight it out ahead of next week. Gran Caballo and Hugh Horgan on the inner will win the opener from Impero, close for third between Moab and next week.
Really good performance in a battling one by our favourite Gran Caballo, who may well have been headed by the eventual second Impero, who did travel very well down to challenge the eventual winner. But like we've seen on his last start, this horse, he stays well, and he definitely found kindly for under pressure for his rider Hugh Horgan to record a success on his third start, all of which have come here at Dundalk. A good run.
We backed that Impero a couple of times before. Must be 2022, as it was with Donna O'Brien at the time. We backed it in the Ladies' Derby, wasn't it? In the Curragh, June. It was fourth to common practice. We got our money back, we had it each way. Ran over hurdles a few times. Changed yards a couple of times since. But he's rated 82. They were level weights the last day, and that horse is getting the £8. But I thought if there's a lot of improvement in that, and it looks like it's 6s into 4s there. There's a few pound for it. The gambling yard. That's the selection. It stayed editions. It has won a bumper. That Polo Lounge is decent. Actually, Polo Lounge won a bumper in Listowel after being beaten by him that time. Something must have happened because he didn't run for a good while after that. Someone might know in the comments and say it. Anyway, I get this into the oven. It's 10 to 10. So Bash the book is over and out. The meetings at least will go ahead anyway. I don't know what's the story with weather in the other parts of the world. I know it was pure white this morning here, but it's long gone and there was a lot of rain here this evening. So Bash the book is over and out.